All right, y'all. It is another Money Monday. Freshly back in town from my vacation in Bali. It was an amazing time. Um, Today's Money Monday. We're going to talk about how I chose my investments and how I continue to, if I do feel like choosing any other investments, how do I choose any future investments. So, getting started with investing early was the biggest thing. So I would say don't even worry. You don't have to, people think you have to worry so much about a specific type of investment, but honestly, just getting started, even with something very simple as the utility company that you use, that your utilities are under, is probably like the main utility company in your area. That is how my first investment was. It was the Dominion Power Company. And then from there, starting with something safe that you can just see how it works, you can start to get more education on more advanced, per se, type of investment. So after I did the Dominion and I realized there was a very, very safe, what we call a safe, low growth investment, I started learning more about what the average return you can expect on an investment just from the market as a whole. And I learned about the S&P 500 or index funds, which are a combination of all the top performing companies. So my next investments were mainly in index funds. I felt like I would say like I sort of graduated from utilities only to index funds, which helped me a lot with diversification. You're automatically in the top 500 companies, so you don't really have to worry about diversification. And that's honestly where most people can just stop. Once you get to index funds, you don't really need to go beyond that unless you want to, because that's going to guarantee you're not really going to be able to beat the market. Even the professionals can't really beat the market, but you're pretty much guaranteed a consistent rate of, not guaranteed, it's the stock market, but you're going to get a consistent rate of growth around 8 to 10%, I believe, is what you get with the S&P 500. And then from there, I further started picking some stocks. I do mild picking, but again, this is all for long term. None of this is trading, day trading, or anything like that. So everything I pick is for a long term investment. So I learned about choosing companies that I believe in, that I use. Anything that you've been using for a long time, which is another reason why utilities is a great one, but anything that you use over time consistently, and especially people in your network that use consistently. So say, for example, if you have an Apple iPhone, or you use anything Apple related, and most of your friends and everybody you know uses things that are Apple related, why would you not own shares of Apple? Like, it literally it just makes no sense. I remember being at a financial seminar, and he talked about the crazy amount of money you would have made if you had used however much money you paid for an iPhone back. He did an iPhone that costs maybe like $800. So whatever year iPhone costed $800. Actually, let's do this live. I'm gonna give you the rundown right now. All right, we got an $800 iPhone, and the year. What year did iPhones cost $800? There we go. So that was... Oh, that's like now? Wait, what did it cost in 2013? Wow. Well, I thought that was an old price, but apparently that's like the current That is a current price. So we're just going to stick with the $800 example. And we're going to go to the interest calculator and say if you had invested $800 in Apple back in, it's 2024, let's just say 10 years ago. So 2014. They weren't that expensive. Maybe it looks like they were about $400 or $500 back then. So let's say you invested just but $800 is pretty doable into your iPhone. And then let's say, what is the percent growth for Apple? Let's see. Apple growth rate since 2014. 2014 to present. Alright, so as of June 27th, 2004, an Apple stock in June 2014 an investment of $1,000 in Apple stock in 2014 would be worth over $10,460, representing a cumulative growth of over 946%. And an annualized return of 26.46%. So that's all you need to know right there. And this is just from Google. I don't know if it'll even show up. Sorry, the lighting is not going to allow it to show up. But all I did was throw into Google Apple growth rate since 2014. Now, I personally started investing probably not quite 10 years ago, like seriously, and like picking things until maybe like 2018, 2019. But I have seen this kind of thing is real. This kind of thing is true. 946% over 10 years. So that's the main reason I got out of utilities, is because of stuff like that. And I started, yes, S&P 500, like I said, that'll give you about 8 to 10%, but you see the percentage of picking something that you know is doing well, that you know everybody is buying, and you are also buying. 26% return. That's one thing. So, of course, funny enough, I don't even use Apple. I don't get any Apple products, but I know that there are millions, obviously, of people that really love Apple products for whatever reason y'all love it for. And so I invested it to make money off of y'all, basically. And then, oh, my bacon's done. I gotta go get that. And then I also love companies like, the rest is kind of more personal stuff. So Disney, I'm a big Disney girl. I'm a Disney prince. So I invest in Disney because just why not? None of these I invest a ton into that are more for my personal desires. I do invest in Google. I use that every day. I do invest in Netflix. I use that every day, and everybody I know just about has Netflix. Especially they're making everybody get their own Netflix now. And yeah, pretty much I just every time I realize there's something that I'm buying into consistently, I have a membership to. I invest in AMC. I have a movie membership. Anything like that, I recommend you own anything that you are using consistently, or that you know most of the people around you are using consistently. That is often going to be a good, safe investment. And again, the biggest rule, do not invest into anything that you're not willing to lose the money, just in case ish hits the fan and somebody goes bankrupt or something crazy happens. For example, with Disney, that one actually hasn't really been making me any money, but I don't invest more than what I'm comfortable losing from them. And then my investments, because I invest in multiple different things, my growth in the other ones balances anything that's not doing well currently. And also time. So just because it's not doing well right now, the reason I keep investing into something like Disney that may be underperforming is because over time, who knows, they might open another theme park in freaking, I don't know, New York or something, and then their stock shoots through the roof. So you never know when something is going to pick up. And that's why the length of times, for example, the 10 years demonstration with the Apple is going to really, it's going to go up overall, even when it has like the dips. The dips are going to steadily be moving upward into a positive gain over time. And if you don't see that happening in 10 years, then you just picked like a really, really, really bad stock that nobody knew of. All right, so that's my main advice on investing and stock picking currently. I will make another video that gets more in depth on other types of investing, but for now I feel like that's a good beginner intro. And I'm still learning more on the subject myself as I start getting into private investments. So video to come on that. Please like and subscribe so you can be updated when I do post that, and comment if you have any other questions below. Get that money.